You ever been on a date and the man tell you, look like we have to clean dishes? Bitch, what? All right, so let me tell you about my worst date ever, and to this day I still don't understand what happened. Like, it's so confusing to me. So one day I'm scrolling on my Instagrams and I get a DM from this man, right? We start chatting it up, flirting or whatever, and he was like, oh, what city are you, do you live in? I said, well, I'm in Broward. He said, okay, I'm in Broward too. I just moved to Hollywood. I said, okay, bet. To me, he seemed like a real gentleman. He had a little thug in him. He was a little hood nigga. That's how I used to like. I've grown older and matured. But yeah, so, we would converse, every single day, before work, after work, cool. So we decided to go to a restaurant. We went to this taco place. Now, meeting this man in person, girl, he was so fine to me. So fine. He smelled so good. And the date went very well. He paid. We got to get to know each other even more. And, I got to tell him some things that I didn't like about the day and that I did like. And one of the things was, I didn't get any flowers. He was like, oh, I didn't know that would like mean so much to you. I'm gonna keep that noted. I said, all right, cool. So time for our second date. He comes to pick me up. I live in a gated community, so I don't have to worry about him ever popping up. But yes, he came to pick me up. And when you kind of pick me up, you have to show your ID to the gate person. Now, most of the time men have wallets, right? So I remember when he picked me up, on his lap was his wallet. And also he gave me flowers. I thought we were so cute, right? So while we're on our way, we went to this Asian fusion restaurant, Los Olas. While we're on our way to the restaurant, he gets a call from, I think his aunt, his cousin, and she's like, oh, can you send me some money for your nephew? He is hungry. He's like, yeah, I'll send it to you as soon as possible. So while we're driving, he's like, finagling with his phone with the cash app to send her the money and whatever. So we finally get to the restaurant, and, he's like, we're gonna check in or whatever. But when it's time for us to sit down, right, he says, I'm going to go to the bathroom. He's like, just, I'll meet you there, after I leave from the bathroom. I said, all right, cool. That's fine with me. Girl, I sat there for a long little time, and I was like, is he okay? Girl, I honestly thought he was boo-booing, but he came back kind of pissed, and he was just like, I've been trying to, like, figure out why I can't send my cousin money. Like, I don't know what's on my Cash App, and I'm calling my bank. They talking about there's no money in my account. And I'm just like, huh? But, he's telling me don't worry about it. We're going to keep the night going. I'll figure it out type thing, right? So we got 2 drinks and calamari. And I'm just like, you sure everything is okay? Like, is tonight going to be okay? Like, you going to be able to pay for the night? This man says to me, I don't know. We might have to clean dishes. Who cleaning the fuck dish? So I'm like, I don't know if you playing or not, but if you are serious, we need to like leave now, because I'm not about to sit up here and like try to figure some shit out. Like, I'm not doing that, and I'm not gonna pay for us. I am the girl, you the boy. So he's like, you serious? Like, you wanna go? I'm like, yeah, if you don't have the money to pay for it, like, you say something wrong with your bank, like, we should go. Now, mind you, while this was happening, I was like really confused because this man has 2 jobs. He was actually talking to his boss to get a higher position so he can make some more money. Like, he worked. He just got a new place in Hollywood. Like, Hollywood ain't for the broke people where he was at. So I'm just like, and the car he had, like, I'm telling you, the man had money. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, is he trying to be funny? Like, what's going on? And I honestly, to this day, I don't understand it. So I'm like, do you have any other card to pay? Like, how you gonna pay for this? Because we already got the 2 drinks and the calamari. He's like, oh, I don't have my wallet, but I got cash. And I said, you don't have your wallet? I could have sworn I saw your wallet when we left from my place. He was like, I don't got my wallet. And I'm just like, what the fuck going on? So he ends up paying for the meal. Well, he ends up paying for the 2 drinks and the calamari with some cash that he has somewhere on his body. I don't know where he had the money at, but I saw him pull it out somewhere. He could have pulled it out his ass, but I saw money that he paid for it, right? So me, I'm the type of girl, I like to walk after I eat, and he knows that about me. And he was like, well, I guess we could walk. Now, this is the part that pissed me off even more. So you mean to tell me you don't have the money to pay for the date, and you don't have any other idea but to walk? So we couldn't go to Hollywood and find another card, or you figure something out and we go somewhere to eat in Hollywood? Like, what? Like, I was like, what the hell, walk? I look too good to be walking, baby. restaurant, very classy. I said, oh, okay. I think I'll use the bathroom now. I honestly had to go use the bathroom, but God told me to call my homeboy. Girl, I'm in the bathroom. I call my homeboy and I telling him, and before I could even finish the last word, my homeboy said, do you need me to come pick you up? I said, should you come pick me up? He said, I'm gonna come pick you up. You need to leave from that restaurant and find you somewhere else, and I'm gonna come pick you up. Girl, I felt like Nene. I felt like Nene when she had on them heels and she was running, girl, because I had to leave from the restaurant, dodge him, and cross the street and go to another restaurant and sit my beautiful self there and wait on my homeboy to come pick me up. Girl, I get like 3 messages from the guy, and he's like, hey, you good? And he caught on what happened. Well, what was happening? And he was like, damn, that's cold. And girl, we never spoke after that. We never spoke after that. I've never seen this man on Instagram. I don't even know if I got him blocked, but we never ever spoke after that. And this is the part that confuses me. The part that confuses me is I honestly think he was trying to test me. I think he was trying to see if I was a little begging bitch, if I was one of those girls who just wanted a free dinner. And to be quite frankly honest with you, I can go pay for my own damn dinner. What are we talking about right now? Stop playing with me. But nonetheless, I think he was trying to test me, because I'm telling you, the man had money. I'm not talking about, trying to fake the funk. No, the man had responsibilities that he was taking care of. So I'm just trying to figure out how you ain't had no money on the car. But then watch this. I don't think he was lying, you guys, because there was an article that had came out earlier that day about people who had Bank of America accounts, and their accounts was saying zero, saying that they ain't had no money on it, the system was down. And I'm like, oh my God, what if that had happened to him? But bitch, I wasn't trying to find out. It wasn't for me. It wasn't the fact that he didn't have the money and like he was like there was something going on. It was the fact that you didn't come up with another plan. Your plan was to walk, so we couldn't get no ice cream. We couldn't go somewhere else. You couldn't go back to your place and figure out, hey, let me find another card. Let's go walk. But yeah, that's my story time on the worst date ever.
Girl, I know y'all like, why is she eating? She ain't gonna ever eat while she watch these videos. Honey, I got workout in like 3 hours. I gotta be at the gym and I need to refeed. Because if I don't refeed before I go to the gym, I would just pass out. Like, it's bad. Like, last time I passed out, my mom was so concerned. I would just like, I'm dehydrated, I'm hungry, like all this other stuff. So I needed to refeed. That's why I'm just trying to get it in before I go to the gym. Try not to be heavy. I just ate some nuts, ate some soup. I mean some air fried fries. But yeah, now the only thing I want to do after I eat is sleep. That's all I want to do. Like, what are we doing? We're not walking around. Honey, no. I done got the itis now. Like, I'm ready to lay down somewhere with some ice cream. Like, what? You wilding out. I do remember when Bank of America and all those other banks was going through whatever they was going through, and I was just like, I'm glad I don't bank with them, because the money was just going missing. And I was just like, oh, no, that's not okay, honey. That is not okay. Nope, stop it. But yeah, friend, no, don't ever joke with me about washing no dishes, because who's doing that? I don't even wash dishes at my own house. So why would I wash dishes at this restaurant? That's cute. You will be washing dishes. I'm going to walk out like queen of dine and dash. Not in real life, you know. Not in real life. I'm a type of person, I can walk away and I'd be like, no, they got it. Like, we're not doing this. That's funny. Somebody will pay for this. I'm cute enough that I can get somebody, I can be on a date with you and you don't have no money. I can get somebody at the next table to pay for our meal. That's how cute I am. So no, don't do that to me. That's hilarious. I never went on any date where I don't have any money. My mother taught me, if you're going on a date, have some cash just in case. Have cash, have a debit card, have something just in case something doesn't go right. At a date where that happened, she had gotten a new card and forgot to connect her cards. She was like, I'm not broke. She had a high paying job, so I knew she wasn't broke. But you know me, I'm not about to date a brokey. I'm not about to date a brokey unless I'm getting something good out of it. Like, I'm getting something good out of it. But if it ain't like that, no, stop it. She's like, oh, I didn't just not date him because he ain't had no money. No, I would have. Like, let's be honest. You ain't got no money. What are we doing? I can be friends by myself. Like, what? I'm entertaining this person who get out of here. That's silly. That's silly. What I look like being with somebody who ain't got no money, and I like doing stuff. If I'm going to go out and do stuff, I go out and do it. And I can't go out and do something because you ain't got no money. That's crazy. I do it by myself. Like, why are we even together? Like, that's crazy. I got enough broke friends. Actually, I don't, because I've dropped them all. Like, what are we doing? Not being broke. Not in 2025 or any years after that. You're crazy, honey. You're crazy. No, I would have been gone. I would have been gone because that's a silly comment you just made. Goodness. Like, what are we doing? That's silly. She's talking about, I live in a gated community, so I felt okay with him coming to pick me up. No, I don't give a fuck. He know where you live. I had some crazy people down jump the gates. Like, what are we doing? Did you not hear about Candy? Candy, one of her fans jumped the gate to get to her. You wildin' out. Ain't nobody about to, no, stop it. And you peeped that game. I love that you peeped that game. Love that. But I don't think that, well, maybe that was it, because I've been hearing that a lot with these guys nowadays doing the 50-50 or seeing if you would pay for them, and it's just like, oh, I don't want to date a gold digger because all y'all gold diggers. Like, no. I'm gonna be honest up front with you. I'm not a gold digger. I just rather spend your money. You asked me on a date, so we're gonna spend your money, okay? I got my own. However, we're spending yours today and every other day. Like, what are we doing? Like, especially if you're a guy. Like, the fact that I date women, of course, I spend money on you, but it's like after we get in a relationship, like I'll ball out of control on you. Like, that's my problem with relationships. Like, I'm very toxic. Like, I love buying the out of you with gifts and all this other stuff, but that's all the time. That's all of our relationship. So at the beginning stages, you got to work for me. I had a girl hit me up the other day, was like, oh, I see I gotta work for you. And I'm like, yeah, you do, because I know my worth. So yeah, no, friend, nope. I'm glad that day was over and your friend helped you get out of that, because he was on some other stuff. Talk about, she was like, he can't even get me I said ketchup. Can't even get me ice cream. Girl, he ain't got no money. Well, what money? He gonna get you some ice cream. Girl, get out of here. What you doing? He broke right now. Girl, he was real calm about it, though. He made a joke out of it. I would have been like, See, people know not to put me in those situations, because even if I go out, if I'm going out, me, my mom, my grandma invite her little boyfriend, I'd be like, yeah, that's cute. He can come if he paying for all our meals, because that's what I grew up on. That's what I was raised on. If a man's there at the table, he's paying for all the food, like without any questions, like nobody's thinking about it. He's paying for the food. Like, this is the South. This is how we do it in the South. So you got to break bread with women, and you're not going to pay for the food, and somebody invited you onto this date and you wasn't even in the plans beforehand. Girl, bye. Get out of here. Exit stage left, because we ain't got time for them bum niggas. Like, nope, stop. Ooh, can I say them bum ninjas? Nope, stop it. Because, like, that sounds crazy as heck. Like, I don't even understand that. It's never been a question. Never. If a guy's at the table, he's paying for the meal. When there's a group of women, it's a table of women. I have never been in a situation where the guy never, like, just offer up his card. Like, this is just how we're rolling. Like, this is what we're doing. Like, this is what we expect. Like, that's what it's supposed to be. That's the standards we're at. Like, this is how we were raised. So yeah, no, don't even entertain, don't even play about not paying. Get out of here.
4 years ago today, a guy broke up with me because I bought him a Christmas present. In the summer of 2020, I met this guy down at the shore. I never fall in love at the Jersey Shore. Should have listened. In my mind, I'm young, I am naive, and I'm a lover girl, okay? Off the first hangout, boo, we're together, okay? I mean, he also didn't live in my state, so he would, like, come visit me. I would go visit him. To me, it kind of sounded like we were dating. Did we ever talk about it? No, but you know. He didn't know, though. My sister is also talking to a guy at this time, so I blame her for my demise because she started putting delusions in my head, okay? She told me that her guy was getting her a Christmas gift, and I was like, oh my God, it's creamy. Creamy, I need to get him a gift. That'd be so nice, as a nice girlfriend would. We were never dating. We later find out that the gift that my sister was getting from her guy was a COVID mask. Okay, $2.90, maybe $3 because it was decorative. Like, he just thought it was cute and like decorated it and gave it to her. That's a normal gift. That's a normal gift. I got my guy something from the heart. I didn't do a pencil. I didn't do stickers. I didn't even do socks. I was like, nah. Like, he deserved the best for... I went on Etsy.com and I got a glass drinking cup. He liked to drink whiskey and he played golf. So I got like this like hand-blown golf sculpture that you can drink a whiskey out of, and it like chills with a shaker. It was like $70. And I was like, yeah, my baby deserved the best for... He was like, who? I ended up purchasing this gift, and I don't really tell him until it's like on its way to his house, because I want it to be a surprise, because I'm a good girlfriend and that sounds fun. So he told me that he was leaving to see his family in another state, so I ended up sending it express. I was like, express shipping, and it needs to get there choo-choo to my man, choo-choo. I sent it express, and I say, hey, I got you a Christmas gift, and he said, you're too much. And I was like, ooh, ditto, like I thought we were playing around. No. After I told him that I got him the gift the next day, he then proceeded to say, hey, I think this is over. And I was like, okay, no worries. I didn't want him to get the gift, obviously, because he hurt my feelings. But the bigger part that we needed to stop was that there was a card inside. There was a letter. And in the letter, it said, miss ya. Miss ya. Miss ya. I made sure that package did not get there, or so I thought. I ended up rerouting the package, and I was going to send it to my grandma's husband in Florida because he likes to golf, and I was like, get it out of my sight. But remember, it is in the thick of COVID, the first holiday in COVID, and like the FedEx was overwhelmed, and like USPS was like combusting, like everything was bad, and I'm here like, cancel situationship package. Like, I'm here with like a really petty request, and they have bigger things to do. The package failed rerouting 3 times. I rerouted it every single time, and you have to pay every single time. So I was dishing out $15 every week just to like not get the gift there. It ended up getting to his house in March. In March, it was a spring gift. We weren't speaking by then, but he did say thank you. So that's nice. So if you're wondering if you should get like your situationship a gift for any holiday ever, I will never be shopping for a man again.
So I'm just glad she knew that it wasn't a relationship. It was not a relationship. No one talked about this being a relationship. That was clearly a hookup booty call, like Cuddy Buddy thing. Like, what? Girl, what? I would have gotten that package. I would have drove to where he was and got that package. Like, as a person who's worked at the post office, I would have figured out how to get that package. I would have made friends. I've done so much to get stuff. I don't know. I used to sell on eBay, and I had somebody not give me my money for eBay. Somehow I got my money. I got my phone, got my money, got everything back. I got the cops involved. It was like, bet, we'll pull up real quick. Like, I did some things, bro. I would have got that package back. Girl, bye. In fact, I wouldn't have even sent it, because what are we doing? We know it's a situationship. We, like, what? Did we not know? Friend. No. And why we buying a $70 glass, bro? And you know, if you're not spending Christmas together, you know you ain't giving nobody a gift, no matter who they are. If you're not spending Christmas together, I'm not giving you a gift. Don't expect a gift from me when we're not together in our presence together. Like, even if we're in our presence together, I probably won't give you a gift. Like, I'll give you a piece of change, maybe. Just, you know, to make you not. That's my mom. My mom, if somebody pops up at our Christmas, my mom will pull out a card out of nowhere, a Christmas card, and have some money up in it to give to them so they wouldn't feel, you know, out of place or left out or anything. I'd be like, what is the magic? What is this, a Christmas miracle? Where'd you get this Christmas card and this money? Like, she just be prepared. Like, my mom's on it. She doesn't want anyone to feel left out or feel bad, especially on Christmas. I'd be like, bruh, I just didn't give you a gift. You need to RSVP on Christmas, honey, to get a gift from me, honey. Like, what? Stop it. I'd be like, Mom, put my name on that. There's so many years, I'd be like, Mom, put my name on that. She'd be like, you ain't put no money in it. It's okay. We a group. We're a unit, Ma. It's me and you, kid. Remember? Me and you, kid. But yeah, no, I'm not giving you a gift if we're not together. Like, especially if you're your significant other, if you're not into presents, if y'all ain't solidified it, y'all not living together, you're not seeing each other on the holidays. What makes you think you need to give them a gift, especially if they didn't say anything to you? And she talk about, yeah, my sister boyfriend gave her a gift, a mask. A mask is a gift, honey. No, I would take socks. Like, I mean, some of those masks were really cool though. I might have thought that was a gift, but honey, she was talking like, "Oh, my man gave me something like it was gonna be something extravagant, like some new snow boots, some Uggs or something." Girl, bye.
Hi guys, I've got a story time. I'm gonna try and keep this at 2 minutes max. I'm not gonna try and go over that. But anyways, long story short, tell me why I went on a date with a man that was colored, and I really thought it was gonna be a fantastic date because he approached me at the gym, and usually I don't interact with gym men like that. I'm very much in my own world. So the fact that he even came up to me at the gym, I was like, love that for you, darling. So asks me out, text him, whatever. It's going great. I go on the date. I'm looking scrum-diddly umptious, and so is he. Don't get me wrong, he was a very attractive passing lobster man. So, you know, I see him, he smells phenomenal, we hug, we're talking yada yada whoop-de-whoop, and the date is going great. Like, great conversation, this like tension was tensioning, it was just fantastic. Tell me why. I should have known. We went to an all-you-can-eat Okami Japanese restaurant. If you know, you know. Anyways, we went to the restaurant, and as we finished towards the end, why does man pull his wallet out and pretends to go and tap, and then he goes to his friend, he's like, I've just got to transfer money, and then he turns around to me as I'm standing there looking pretty and he goes, do you mind getting that? When I tell you my flabber was ghasted, do I mind getting what? I literally froze, and I was like, there's people behind us waiting. This is very embarrassing for both you and I, sir, especially you. So I tapped my card, and he's like, oh, I'll just transfer you for my half. I've never clenched my pearls so hard in my entire life. Are you alright? He's trying to explain to me why he does this, yada yada whoop to whoop. I'm at that point where it's like one thing is going through at the ear and coming out the other. I don't want to keep talking to you because if you keep speaking to me, I'm gonna get angry. I might throw hands at you. So I get to the end of the day, he's trying to like lips me and hug me with your broke ass. You trying to lips me after what you just pulled. To say that like I felt so insulted is not even the right word for it. But I literally was like to him, goodbye. I blocked his number as soon as he sent me, because he did transfer me for his other half. But I blocked his number, and then I went into my car and I was like, ah. Then I called my homegirls and they were like, what the frick? Argue with your mom in the comments. I think I was valid to feel the way that I did, especially because the man approached me. He asked me for my time. I feel like it's only gentlemen that he paid for the first date. Like, I'm not one to... Like, I mean, what are men good for? But still, I feel like I was valid in the way that I felt. And I've never gone on a date again ever since. So, yeah.
Girl, you are very valid in your feelings because that wasn't a date. That was adorable. He came up to you at the gym and asked you on a date and then didn't pay. Nah. I would have literally looked at him and be like, all right, peace. Because I'm not paid. That's cute, adorable. But I believe it's like, okay, he got this. All right, I'm out. Y'all know he paying, right? Okay. Like, I feel like that should be the first thing you ask somebody. They ask you on a date. And it's an unspoken rule. Like, we shouldn't know. But it seems like people don't know this. I don't understand. Like, y'all need to, the first thing you need to ask, are you going to pay? And do you have money as soon as you sit down? Do you have money? Do you have the right amount of money? Like, we go into a buffet. Buffets here are like $15. Like, chump change. You can't afford $15, bruh? Nah, we can't go on a date. Because that's wild. Like, you're winning me over by taking me to a buffet, especially the buffets here. They're super clean. They have like the gloves and everything so you can do it. You have to, like, there's so many rules since COVID. They have the plastic silverware. There's so many freaking rules now. And they have like the plastic, what is it? When it's like the clear, but it's flimsy. It's not plastic. What's it called? That you just slide in and you, yeah, love it. It's just really, so a buffet as a first date, bruh. You're speaking to my inner fat kid. Like, I'm so excited about that. I'm so, like, that's a green flag. That's a green flag, but bro, nah. You're so valid. I'm glad I'm not the only one who'll go somewhere, go to my car, go to a room, and just scream out all my aggression, and then be like, okay, I'm fine. You need that sometimes so you don't go crazy, because it's just like, people got me effed up. Like, what is that? Honey, no. I'm surprised the date went on. After that happened, I'll be done. I would have the ick. I would be in an attitude. I would have an attitude the whole entire time. Like, it would have to end after that, because what are we doing? Not this with your broke.
I have to talk about this date I went on. Okay, so I downloaded Bumble for a week, and after a week, I deleted it. I was like, I don't have time for this. There's weirdos on here. Don't want to be on Bumble anymore. Delete. So last week, I was standing outside of this restaurant waiting for my Uber, and this guy comes like sprinting up to me. And he was like, I saw you on Bumble. I never thought I would see you in person. Like, if I didn't introduce myself now, I didn't think I was going to get the chance. I really want to go out with you. You know, like, will you go out with me? And I was like, I actually appreciate that. I appreciate the confidence. Most guys wouldn't do that. Yes, I'll go out with you. You know, here's my number. Text me. We'll go out. Great. So he texts me that night, and then 2 days later, he's like, next week, Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. It's a date. I'll pick you up. I'm like, love that he's planning in advance. This has got to be like, you know, a really great date that he has planned. He's waiting for his big moment a week in advance. He texts me the next day, and he's like, forgot to say, wear a dress. And I'm like, oh, where are we going? So date night comes around. I'm like getting all ready. I wear my best dress. I don't eat before because I'm like, we're probably going to go get some food. It's 7:30 p.m. dinner time, maybe do an activity. Like, what does he have planned? So he picks me up. We're like driving past all these nice hotels, these nice restaurants. I'm like, which one are we going to? We drive. We turn the corner. It gets very dark. Don't know where we are at this point. We turn another corner into this tiny little parking lot. I'm like, which one? Where are we? Basically. He's like, we're going through here. Walk through these little trees. Like, okay. Walk through the trees. We get to this little tiny courtyard, and I look around, and it's a hostel. It's a hostel, and there's a little tiny bar on the side. And there's a little courtyard. There is no one around except for like two guys like headbanging with their Beats headphones on, smoking a joint. I'm like, well, okay. Maybe this is like the pre-dinner, like the little nice little chit chat spot before we like continue on. So we go to the bar, and I'm like looking at the drink menu, and he's like, I don't drink alcohol. I was thinking we could just get some waters and we can talk. And I'm like, okay, I'll get a Diet Coke then. We'll get some waters. But you know, is this the only place that we're going? Are we getting food after? Like, you know, what's the plan for the night? Just so I'm mentally prepared. And he's like, yeah, there's not really a plan. I don't do dinners on the first day, the first date. I'm like, okay, well, you told me to wear a dress. It's 7:30 at 8 o'clock at this point. I'm like, I'm starving. And he's like, well, I'm sorry, I don't do dinners. I'm like, all right. So I get up and I go ask the bartender. I'm like, what snacks do you have? Like, I'll pay for it if that's the issue. You know, what snacks do we have? He's like, we have nachos and we have mozzarella sticks. I'm like, I'll get one of each and extra water. Please and thank you. So we sit down, and he starts talking about his entire life story, what he wants in a woman, how he's such a great catch. Everything he was saying, honestly, one ear out the other. I was listening to my stomach rumbling the entire time. I'm like, I don't even know what this man's saying. I'm just like, I need food. If we go get a pizza or like chicken fries at this point, I'd be happy. So he brings back the food after like 20 minutes. And the guy starts, I'm not kidding, eating like all of it. Like the mozzarella sticks, I think I had half of a mozzarella sticks. I was trying to be like dainty, so I like take a bite, put it down, take a bite. They were all finished. They're all gone. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, do you want to like, you know, should we grab a pizza after this? Like, what should we do? I have to wake up early the next day. It's Wednesday night. I'm like, you know, I can't be out too late. So 9 o'clock rolls around. I'm like, it's getting a little late. I got to go to CVS. I need to get like, you know, my earplugs, my NyQuil. He was like, I can take you there. We'll go to CVS together. I'm like, okay. In the back of my head, I'm like, I want snacks. So I go to CVS. He was like, I really didn't think our night was going to end here, but you know, I'm glad that we had such an amazing date. I'm like, yeah. So I'm walking up all down the aisles of CVS. I grab like earplugs, NyQuil, grab popcorn, ice cream, like everything for the perfect night in by myself. And he's just watching all of this happen. So he drops me off, and I went back upstairs. I sprawled out the the ice cream, I had a glass of wine, I had the popcorn, the chips, the Cheetos, the whole 9 yards for the perfect night, and had the best time. And he texted me, he was like, you know, we really should do this again sometime. You know, next time, like, you know, I'll bring some like crackers. Anyways, moral of the story is sometimes you should just not go on the date and you should just stay at home with all the snacks by yourself. Or I do think that the guy should maybe do, if you want to do a water date, it should be afternoon time or a coffee date in the morning. You should not pretend like you're planning it a week in advance and tell her to wear a dress when you are going to get waters. So I just wanted to throw that out there, and I just think that I'll ask for the location next time of where we're going to be going and if I should eat ahead. So that's my date. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I was thinking when she was telling this story, the pickup thing, no, we already know that's a no-no. But when she was like, oh, I'm gonna not eat, I was just like, no. Like, always eat before your date. Even if it's a snack. You're going to dinner, that's fine. Eat a snack. It's okay. You'll be hungry by then. And if you're not, you can be cute or whatever, dainty on the date. No, that's crazy to me that she got in the car with him and they drove to an abandoned place, walked through some trees to a hostel. Bruh, that sound like a kidnapping. Did it not? Like, we're not doing that. You don't know the location? No, that's hilarious to me. A first date with somebody and you don't know the location? First date, they let me know. They text me and tell me what to wear? No. That's wild to me. Let me know where I'm going and I'll decide. I'll Google Maps it, see what the decor is, see what people wearing, and decide what I'm going to wear. Like, that's wow. It was too much. It was too controlling. I love that he approached her, but it's low-key stalkerish too, because it's just like, okay, you was on Bumble for a week, bro. A week. Was it fake? Was it? Or did he stalk you and try to find you and, you know, screenshot your picture and then reverse image search to see where your Instagram was and then figure out where you was and where you was going to be in your routine? Girl, nope. I dug deeper. I read deeper into that because it wasn't no fate. Like, no, honey, let's not get it twisted, honey. Like, nothing's a coincidence, boo. So, yeah, friend, in a moment, then he said, I don't drink. Oh, why don't you drink? Like, life is that good that you don't have to drink? I doubt it. Because I understand social drinking. I understand people who don't drink because of they can't handle it. Get it. Like, there's reasons behind why people don't drink. Okay, honey? And then, like, I feel like with nowadays guys say that. I've heard a lot of people saying that I don't go on dinner dates. A lot of guys saying they don't want to go on dinner dates because they don't want to pay. Like, they don't want to brag. They don't want to pay, and they don't want the they think that the girl is a gold digger if they go on a dinner date and they eat and he's like, oh, I gotta pay now. Like, no, that's just courtesy. Like, you ask me out on a date, of course you're going to pay. If I ask anyone out on a date, of course I'm going to pay. Anytime I take my mom or my grandma out on a date, of course I'm going to pay. And I'd be like, yo, eat what you want. Because if I was going somewhere, somebody was taking me out on a date, I would eat whatever I want. Like, what? What are we doing? Like, we already know I'm a fat kid. So if I tell you that up front, if I'm 100% honest with you up front, tell you who I am, or you just saying that I'm a Virgo, bruh, that right there lets you know that I'm a fat ass. I likes to eat, bruh. So don't waste my time. Like, what is it? I'm just confused. If I tell you this stuff, why aren't you taking me seriously? Why don't you believe me? It's me. Like, I'm talking about myself here. Like, I know myself best. I've been here with myself rock and rolling for 30 years. So yeah, I'm an eater and I expect to eat. So the moment she got some food and he tried to eat my food, that's hilarious, bruh. Those are fighting actions. You will lose some fingers. Come on, try to reach for anything on my plate, bruh. Reach for anything. And you don't wash your hands? You know how many times I had to square it with somebody because they reached for something on my plate and did not wash their hands? Like, I get it. I love eating with the girls and we sharing everything on our plates. Like we just like, oh, you get that, I'll get that. We just try out. But if you don't wash your mother freaking hands, we got a freaking problem. We have a problem, honey. Cause oh my goodness, I was just, it threw me off. I just imagined I was her on this date and he reached for my food. I would be like, first of all, you need to stop right there. If you want something to eat, you go get you something to eat. You remember you say you don't do dinner? This is my dinner. So since you don't do dinner, you can watch me eat. Don't touch my food. Like I'm so heated right now about that. Like I'm mad that she was just like, I'm gonna let him do that. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. People, ooh. I would be like, don't you think you should get you something to eat? Because you're not eating my food. Stop it. Girl, and he was talking about himself the whole time. We already went over this. I've already made a video on how to get a girlfriend. You do not talk about yourself. You talk about them until they be like, hey, let's hear about you. What about you? You know? But however you do it, you talking to yourself, you make your way back to them. You relate it to them. You make them feel included in the conversation. This is a conversation. We're conversing, brah. We're talking back. Girl, bye. I don't even understand this one. This one is a wow, girl. I would have had an escape plan. Like what I always say, y'all, have an escape plan. You never let them pick you up because you need an escape plan. Got to get out of there when things go left. And why would you wear a dress? He talking about I don't drink. Why'd you bring me to a bar if you don't drink? Like this video, follow all the creators, and subscribe.